just popped the bottle. Smoking on some shit that had my ass thinking flying. When you tell the truth, man, your ass still be lying. All you little days going up against the lines. Top off, man, like I just popped the bottle. Smoking on some shit that had my ass thinking flying. When you tell the truth, man, your ass.
How long that joint be filming for?
My joint? It could go for a minute because I got a, I think it's like 100 and something gigabyte SD card in there. You know what I mean? I'm sitting here with my brother, you know, somebody I grew up with, man, and one of the realest niggas I ever knew. You know what I mean? They just did 16 years in prison, man. 16 years. Stood up, ain't fooled, ain't pointing no fingers, ain't bitch about it. You know what I mean? Ain't asked nobody for shit, like real shit. You know what I mean? Right now, I'm here. I just want to pick his brain about that whole situation, like, you know, like how you surviving and shit. You know what I mean? But without further ado, man, I'm here with the champ. You know what I mean? AKA Brother Yamin. You know what I mean? AKA Brother Jamal. You understand? What it do, brother? How you doing, man?
Bro? You good, man?
Chilling, man. Good to see you, my nigga.
Hey, listen,
happy to have you home, you hear me?
Ain't no doubt.
Listen,
ain't no
bro.
doubt. Long time.
I used to think this day would never come, man.
16
like, for
years.
Real.
16 years,
and
bro.
I used to just pray that I'd be alive when it happened. You understand? Because you know Philly crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, shit. I thought that I don't make it through the joint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. But I want to start by asking you about like your upbringing a little bit. Because you know, we met in 11th Street Projects, North Street Projects, right. But you wasn't originally from there.
Nah.
You know what I mean? So talk about that, like where you was born and raised and things like that.
First and foremost, my mom from South Jefferson, you know what I'm saying? But by the time she had me, they was living down Temple Poplar back in the day.
Okay, what's that? That was called Richard Island, right?
You know what I'm saying? Temple Poplar, Richard Island. She used to work in the Head Start down there, John.
Okay.
Richard Island Head Start to be exact.
That was the name of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Then at the age of like 8, 9, we moved up the projects of Love for Diamond, but my grandma, everybody know as Miss Ninny.
Yeah, rest in peace, Miss Ninny, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, she was living up there since day one. You know what I mean? Then from there, everybody know who my uncle is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Ice, man. You know what I'm saying? So everybody know who he is. So that's how my family roots got dug in down that joint.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Now I just want to talk about how we met because it's crazy because we what, like
5
years apart.
Damn near, yeah.
And we met through my cousin Ryan. You know what I mean? Because y'all was playing on the Blackhawks together and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I remember he introduced me to you one day. And you was just cool as shit. Like you was always mature for your age. You know what I mean? But you know, once we met that one day, I thought it was just that because of the age difference. So I was left it alone. And then one day you came knock on the door like, yo, bro, you trying to come out? I'm like, oh shit, fuck, why not? You cool, you know what I mean? But the way you carried yourself, you always seemed like you was in my age group. You know what I mean? Right. So it was crazy. And then I don't know what happened with you and Ryan, but next thing you know, me and you was linking every day, like.
I mean, you know, Ryan and your brother Bill, like they my guys. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I love both of them to death. You know what I'm saying? But you know, at a young age, you know what dudes are about and what you about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the trajectory that you going on and what they going on.
Right.
So it was like, damn, I'm on this trajectory more of the streets, and they're not. So it's like, all right, damn, they my guys, but I know they ain't gonna be on that time.
Right.
So it's like, dang, I'm gonna go holler at the old heads, which was y'all, you know what I'm saying? So I can't chill with y'all.
But that's also like, I don't want to say real nigga shit, but that's real shit because you didn't try to influence them to do those things either. Yeah. Like you just went and found somebody who was already with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yes, yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was major because anybody else would have tried to influence their friends like, yo, let's go do this. And you know, they say no, oh you pussy, you a bitch. Like you still fuck with them even though you knew they weren't with that.
Ain't no doubt. I mean, everybody who you run with ain't gonna be a gangster.
Right.
Or ain't gonna be a drug dealer. So you always gotta accept your friends for who they is.
Right.
So once you understand who your friends is, that's when you know how to deal with them and what category to put them in.
Right. But
You
the
know
key
what I'm saying?
is them keeping it real about who they is too.
Ain't no question.
Cause you know you got a lot of these
no
young
doubt.
boys out here want front for the cameras and front for their homeboys and try to seem like they the toughest niggas out here, and really they pissing their pants every time somebody mention a gun or something, a fight.
Yeah,
So
man. Yeah. All that's a part of life, man. So, and plus, again, the upbringing of my uncle, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. How did now talk about that? Like, how did he come up and how did that influence you?
I mean, he came up. You know what I'm saying? Him, you know, he came up to the streets. Him and his best friend Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? He was like Hollywood. He was like an uncle to me too. But you know, as I got older, I found out he too. So ain't no dealing with him. I mean, you know, dude was firm because he a killer. But
Right.
you know what I'm saying? But me, nigga, you too.
Yeah,
So
once you hit
yeah,
the papers.
I mean, ain't no rat. I don't care if you a hit man, whatever you went to, all that's dead to me.
Right.
But my uncle, you know, he came up in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And as you know, he ran certain areas of the hood, and plus he had some other blocks down Fifth Hill, New York, and all that back in the day, this mid-90s and all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So until, you know, one day he got killed in front of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's what changed everything for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Man. So it was like fuck the world after that.
Ain't no question, because he was like a role model to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though I was young, he was in the streets. He gave me all the game in the world. You know what I mean?
Now, how old was you when you caught your first case?
Shit, I was about 11.
Dang. And what was, you remember what it was for?
Aggravated assault.
What? In school or on the street?
In school. I broke his jaw, broke his ribs, broke his nose.
Oh, that was aggravated.
Yeah,
It was angry.
So to this day, the nigga can't see out his eye. You heard me?
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Damn, this shit
yeah.
crazy.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, man. So basically you ended up going to jail for what? Murder, right?
Yeah.
Now, it was self-defense or whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah, let's talk about that. Like, what after you did that, how did you feel? Like,
To be honest, man, I ain't feel shit because, you know, like we all come up back then. We made all our actions got a reaction to it.
right,
So the nigga who I put down, he was into the streets like I was into the streets.
right,
So his actions had a reaction.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You know, back then, even now, I don't glorify it. I mean, like how the youngest do now, so I don't glorify it. But at the end of the day, when your hands is forced, you gotta do something.
yeah.
You
And
know what I'm saying?
when you out there and you know playing that game, you gotta know the rules to it. It ain't no timeout or no pause or no thing. Nothing's off limits. You understand? So it's like everything fair game, and you can't be mad at a motherfucker for handling their business.
Ain't no doubt,
You know
man.
what I mean? Because you got to be on your toes at all times to see it coming too.
You know what I'm saying? Of course, certain dudes from down the end was mad, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But dudes got to look at the fact that he was robbing y'all niggas too.
Right.
Y'all just ain't want to do nothing to him.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that shit crazy, man. Now, after you did it, how did it feel being on the run?
It felt like a regular day for me.
So you weren't worried, you weren't like
No,
ducking and dodging.
No, I wasn't ducking and
You
dodging.
weren't peeking through the blinds and shit. They cop car that road past.
Listen, man, believe it or not, I was in pussy every day. Still carrying the ratchet, going down Westmoreland, roaring Westmoreland. You know what I mean? Back to my folks' crib, doing what I'm doing down there, hustling down there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was a regular day for me.
You
know what I'm saying? You know, like, shit.
So what made you turn yourself in? Like, when did you realize that you should turn yourself in?
Shit, I ain't turned myself in. They caught me on 5th and Rockland.
Oh, okay.
Coming out the poppy store.
I don't know why I always get that confused.
Yeah. They caught me come out the store on 5th and Rockland. You know what I'm saying? Somebody called the cops, they said they seen a man in all black with a gun.
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean? I came out the store. I'm with my little shorty. I just got finished busting it down like 2 seconds ago. You heard me? So I walk out of the store. They come up, freeze. Oh shit! Man, put my hands up. You know what I mean? So I said, "Damn, what's the problem, officer?" They said, "Damn, they said it's a man in the area, all black with a beard and a gun." I looked down at me. I put the description, but I ain't had no gun though. So once they ran my whole info, they seen I was on the run for murder.
It was a warrant out already.
You know what I'm saying?
So that okay, we're gonna get to that. So all right. So was that your first time going to real prison? I mean, real jail. Like, were you over 18? How old was you at this time?
I was 18, but just 6 months, 6 to 9 months before that, as you know, I mean, I quit my attempted murder when I went, I mean, I went to jail. I bailed right out within like 2 weeks. I beat that case. Then months later, got locked up for this. You know what I mean?
Okay. So what was that first day like in there? Like,
what, in the county jail or state jail?
Just going through the process situation and things like that.
I mean,
like,
bands that already been through the process. You know, you hit the roundhouse, whatever. They ask you all type of questions about the homicide,
right?
Whatever. I ain't got no rap for them. You know what I'm saying? After that, they sent me to the pen for about a couple hours. Going to the pen. It's a little round joint down the roundhouse. Little round tank. They put everybody in, make a little.
It's like a holding center.
Yeah, like a little holding cell.
Okay.
With little phones in there. You make a little call if you want. You know what I mean.
Okay.
Then after that, little checkups and shit like that, and then state road. Here you go.
So you go to county first.
Yeah.
And how long did you sit up county?
About like 18 months.
So that's what, almost 2 years?
Yeah, a year and a half, almost 2 years. Sit down that joint, fighting the murder and all that.
God dang.
You know what I mean?
That's just not waiting to go to trial.
Yeah, that's waiting to go to trial.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy, man. So how long? So what was the first prison they shipped you to?
That's Smithfield. That's in Huntington County, PA.
How far is that from Philadelphia?
Like 4 hours. Racist John at the time.
Yeah, trust me, I remember.
racist John, and it was like, it was alright though. Even though it was a racist John, it was alright, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, it was money to be made, but you know, I wasn't into that at that time. You know what I'm saying? So, but I stayed to myself. You know what I'm saying?
Now, did you have any enemies, like, from the streets in there, in the county or upstate? Did you run into any enemies from the streets?
I seen dudes who I went through with on the streets or who disliked me and I disliked them, but, you know what I'm saying, the dudes that I, went through things with behind the walls, we mature men. We try and get out of jail, not stay in jail.
Right.
So we wasn't trying to stab each other, kill each other, nothing like that. It was just that, all right, we was going through it on the street and we in jail. You trying to go home, I'm trying to go home.
Right. You stay away from me, I stay away from you.
Yeah,
shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Say no more. Now, how long did it take for you to go to trial?
It took 17 months.
Dang.
17 months.
So that's on top of the 18 that you said in county.
No, I said in the county 18 months. It took 17 months for me to go to trial.
Oh, okay.
And then a month for me to go upstate.
Oh, okay. So damn. So right after the trial was over.
Yeah, up top you go.
And how did that trial go? Like, did anybody testify? Did you?
Oh man. First and foremost, Miss Margot Williams, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't fooled like these dudes folded on them stands. I appreciate you, Miss Margot Williams. You know who you is.
Shout out Margot.
Everybody know who she is. You feel me? She should have on B floor. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate her. You know what I'm saying? She helped me out a lot by getting on the stand. Even though she was a prosecution witness, she still helped me out a lot tremendously.
Yeah.
But outside of her, everybody know what happened, man. William Burton, man, a.k.a. Black. They know who he is. He took the stand. He told everything in the world, even though we all know that he wasn't at the homicide. So,
how does that happen? How can you tell about something that you didn't even witness? You weren't even there to see. You just, I mean,
hey man,
that's crazy.
How can you see a homicide and you in apartment D1?
Right.
And the homicide in front of the building.
I mean, you on the top floor.
Top floor in the corner.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
So he ain't see nothing, but they still put him on the stand.
As long as he was willing to say he did, ain't gonna fuck.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy, man. And how much time did you get sentenced to?
I got found guilty of third-degree murder. The judge gave me 12 and a half to 25 years for third-degree murder.
Damn, 12 and a half to 25.
Yeah, I was charged with first-degree murder, which was a life sentence, but the jury found me not guilty on that. You know what I'm saying?
That was a blessing.
But they found me guilty on third-degree murder, all because of the evidence showed that it was multiple shell cases out there, and you know, all the shell cases ain't come from my gun.
Right.
So that's how I got a third-degree murder, man.
Yeah. Did you ever think at any point you could win that trial?
Ain't no doubt, because the jury was like leaning towards me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they was asking the judge questions. What do this mean? What do that mean? What do manslaughter mean? What do justifiable homicide mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I thought they was more leaning to justifiable homicide or manslaughter, which at that time would only gave me a 2 to 3 year sentence.
Right.
And I would have came right on out the box. You know what I'm saying? But they found me guilty of third-degree murder. For the simple fact, I shot him like 7 times. So, and they deemed that overkill. So, you know what I mean?
That's crazy. Now, how did you feel when you got sentenced, when you heard them numbers?
Honestly, I ain't feel shit. I just knew the only time I was nervous is when they told me to stand up. When the jury came in, and the judge was like, "Damn, how y'all find a defendant? And how do y'all find a defendant in the charge of first-degree murder? You know, first-degree murder again. That's a life sentence.
Yeah, you know you ain't
so
come home.
At 19 years old, you like, dang. Hope they don't find me guilty of first-degree murder. You hear me?
Right.
I got a lifetime to go.
Right, like,
you know what I'm saying? So
what I mean?
Once I heard they're not guilty, I was like, oh shit, not guilty.
I got a chance.
I got a chance. You know what I'm saying? So I looked at it like, damn. If they find me guilty of third-degree murder, the max they could give me is 20 to 40 years. So I could do a double my head like it ain't about nothing. You know, I'm 19.
Right,
but I was there, so I was 18.
Right.
So a little 20 years, I'll be home at 38. Still young. You know what I mean? So in my eyes, I'm calculating if I'm gonna be an old man or a young man. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like, damn, I'm still gonna be young.
Yeah.
I'm sliding out the door, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What a blessing, man. I'm telling you. Now you said you was 19 at that time. How old are you now?
I'm 34.
34.
I locked up when I was 18.
Right.
Just turned 18.
There's 16 years altogether, right?
Yeah. You know what I mean?
That's crazy, man. Now, hold on, I gotta skip a couple questions because we already answered them. Now, how many prisons were you in altogether?
Let's see. SCI Smithfield. I got kicked out that joint for aggravated assault on the staff. So I beat the guard up. They charged me with a street charge with aggravated assault on a cop. That's when they gave me another 2 to 4 for that. So that's how I ended up doing 16 years. You know what I'm saying? Because of that.
Okay.
After they kicked me out of there, I went to SCI Rockville. I was there for like 2 years. They kicked me out of there because they said I was inciting a riot. Niggas know what happened up that joint. So they said I was inciting a riot up SCI Rockville on A block. They said I got together like 300 inmates to go against the staff.
I am. So Malcolm X in that bitch.
So they shipped me out of there. They shipped me and like 20 other brothers out that joint like 2 days.
Dang.
You know what I mean? Emergency transfer.
Right the fuck out. We ain't having this shit. These niggas.
So I spent 6 months in a hole behind that.
They said these niggas gotta go.
You know what I mean? So I spent 6 months in a hole behind that. Then I went to SCI Housedale. So I was still in a hole at Housedale.
So we'll be at 4 now? 4 prisons?
3.
3, okay.
So Housedale made my 3rd prison. So I was in a hole there. You know what I'm saying? So when I was supposed to get out the hole, they called me in the PRC. Anybody know this is like the prison review committee. They make a decision if they're gonna let you out in population or keep you in a hole or ship you somewhere else.
Okay, so they like the parole board for inside the prison type.
Yeah, bullshit ass people. But I went in front of them and they quickly said, no, they ain't let me out in population at they jail because I was too dangerous and I got too much influence over the people.
Wow.
So they set me back there for another month until they shipped me up to SCI Fayette. I went to SCI Fayette.
That's
to
full.
Yes, that make prison full to it's a unit called the SMU. It's special management unit. When you lock down for 23 hours a day, you come out for 1 hour a day. You know what I mean? I was back there for 18 months.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? Getting how I get it. You feel what I'm saying? So after my 18 months was up and they hold, I went to SCI Retreat, which was an hour and a half from Philly. I went there, stayed there for about approximately 2 years. Then they shut the jail down.
Yeah,
then from there, I went to SCI Dallas in 2020 and 2023. Came
that's
home.
where you finished your sentence at. So 6 prisons altogether. Out of all those prisons, which one do you feel like treated the inmates the best?
I'm going to say, at the time, I'm going to say the racist joint.
Oh yeah, Smithfield? Yeah. Dang, that's crazy. And I'm surprised because they treat the visitors like shit. You hear me?
Like, SCI Smithfield, man, anything you need, they try their best to get it to you, man.
Them motherfuckers tried to lock me up there. I come in there, they talking about I got weed residue on my damn hand. I knew I ain't smoked that day.
Yeah. That joint right there, that was the best joint I've been in.
Man, that's crazy. Did you run into any friends up there from the streets?
Yeah.
Any people you was cool
I ran into a lot of dudes, man, that
yeah.
I ain't seen in years, and they ain't seen me in years, man. And then it was just like the old times. But again, the trajectory that I was on was I was like, man, you still on street time. I'm trying to be on Dean time.
Right.
So it's like, all right, you still doing this, but I ain't trying to do that no more.
Right.
So I'm gonna go ahead and slide over here, and you over there.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Did you get more or less time than you expected? Once you found out you were found guilty, did you get more or less time?
I got less time, man. I thought they was gonna give me the max, 20 to 40 years.
Yeah.
You know
I'd have been hurt, boy. I'd have been sick, my nigga. Real shit, like goddamn. All right. Did you ever think about breaking out? In 16 years, did you ever think about breaking
man,
out?
Ain't no doubt I think about that. You hear me? I mean, one time I was down in the county. This before I went to trial, so I'm fighting the first-degree murder charge. So, I mean, yeah, I'm a gangster, but also sometimes gangsters become victims. You feel me?
Right.
So a nigga stabbed me 8 times, 3 times in my head, 5 times in my back, punctured my lungs, and my lungs collapsed.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So I was in the hospital. As I'm in the hospital.
Now hold on, how he catch you like that though?
I was on the phone.
You know what I'm saying? That's the easiest way to get caught, man.
I was on the phone. My back was towards him. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know he was stabbing me. So we started rumbling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As he's stabbing me, at the time, I'm thinking he's just punching me. I'll break his jaw, but the whole time he's stabbing me. I ain't even know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Man, I got a cousin that passed away like that. Rest in peace, cousin Delmar, man. Over some female. We had a cookout. They get into it over a female. He fighting the bull. Whole time bull stabbing him. He don't even know.
You know
and it's crazy because your adrenaline, I guess, so you don't feel that shit.
I didn't even know I was stabbed until I went in my man's cell. I laid down and I got up. He was like, yo, bro, like, your back bleeding. I look on the bed. I see all this blood on the bed. I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? And at that moment, I started wheezing.
Soon as you realize it,
I started wheezing.
That's crazy, man.
You know what I'm saying? So from that joint, they took me to the hospital. So I was in the hospital bed. Franklin Torresdale Hospital. I'm in the hospital bed. The guard boy, I ain't gonna say your name, but the guard boy, he left a Glock 17 by the sink. And the sink right there by my bed.
Right.
I ain't handcuffed or nothing.
Oh, man.
I'm fighting the first-degree murder.
Yeah.
So at that time, my mind like, yo, pick this gun up and kill these niggas.
Right.
But I'm like, no, that's gonna give me the death penalty if I get
you
caught.
Really ain't coming home.
I really ain't coming home. But that's the only time I thought about breaking out.
Man, that's crazy, man. Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
That would have been a bad John, though. You wouldn't have made it out of there.
Horrific John.
You wouldn't have made it out of there alive, man.
Yeah,
and even if you did make it out, you weren't never coming home.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy, man. So what's the worst thing you ever saw in 16 years being in there?
I mean, of course you see a lot of fights and things like that, but the worst thing I seen, I seen 2 things, man, that made me sick, man. When I first went upstate, I was SCI Graduate. I was in a yellow jumpsuit. This like you come through for classification and all that. The boy, I forget the nigga name. He's from West Philly though. I was in the top tier. He was in the bottom tier, and he fell out from an asthma attack, and he hit his head on the toilet.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? And the guards took their time coming. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't shit.
So once they got to his door, they trying to tell him to, turn over. How the fuck he gonna turn over if he have an asthma attack and he just hit his fucking head on the top?
Exactly. He obviously unconscious.
You know what I'm saying? So they take about 45 minutes to an hour just to go in the cell to help the man.
Man, that's
and
crazy.
then when they finally helped the man dead.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? And so, but they try to give us the impression that he was still living by putting the oxygen mask on him and all that. But we seen how his arm fell off the gurney. You know what I mean? Nigga, he dead, man.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I'm saying?
Rap, once he go limp.
Then the other joint I witnessed was like during COVID. You know what I'm saying? I was up SEI Dallas when COVID broke out. And when COVID broke out, they ain't give a fuck about us.
Yeah.
Because it was the guards bringing it in.
Yeah.
So they ain't give a fuck about us. And like, you had old timers who had underlying health conditions who was checking. And it was just one old head. He was Muslim. And from my understanding that it was like 2, 3 something in the morning, the guard was doing his round. He was telling the guard that he couldn't breathe. The guard ignored him. Old head died in the cell. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy, man.
So,
that's a fucked up way to go out, man. Just by not getting no help. That's fucked up.
So I mean, people out here in the world say Black Lives Matter, but they talk about the people in the street. But the niggas dying in jail for real. Like niggas getting treated in that joint.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's crazy, man, because majority of them COs be like, they don't think about if that was them. You know what I mean? They got to put they self in them shoes, man. You want somebody to help your ass or your family member or something like.
Ain't no doubt.
That shit fucked up, man. Did you have a job while in prison?
Yeah, I mean, I had a carpentry gig, block worker. I hate being a kitchen worker, you heard me?
Everybody hate the kitchen.
I mean, that kitchen worker shit ain't about, they fired me from that joint. I was just giving out all the chicken and all, I don't give a fuck about that. But yeah, though, I'm a kitchen worker. I worked down carpentry.
Yeah.
I was a block worker, and I worked down commissary.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So,
God damn.
Now, yeah, I was hard.
How long did it take before you made peace with your sentence?
Shit, I made peace with my sentence like my 5th or 6th year in. You know what I mean? You know, when you go up top, you still mad at the niggas who told on you, or you still mad at the judge for sentencing you, or you still mad at the jury like, damn, how the fuck y'all can still find me guilty? I mean, mad at everybody.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, my actions is my actions, you feel me? So, as a man, I'm like, all right, cool, it is what it is. My time's still ticking, I'm still alive, let's go, let's get it. You know what I'm saying?
Still got a chance, man.
Ain't no doubt.
At what point did you really decide to make a change?
When they almost killed me in jail, you heard me?
Yeah, okay.
This after, you know what I mean? I caught my staff assault. After that, I was in the hole for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? During them 2 years approximately, you know what I'm saying? Like my first 2 weeks in the hole, they ain't feed me, they ain't give me no water.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't do nothing. They ain't let me take a shower, they ain't let me shave, they ain't do nothing.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
The fact that they get away with shit like that is crazy. Y'all need to look into this prison, Philadelphia.
You know what I'm saying?
Look into your prison system, man.
So that joint happened, but alhamdulillah, I had some Muslim brothers back there on the block with me, so when they get their trays, they knew what time the guards and everybody was on me, so they sneak me food and send me food. You know what I mean? One time, my man sent me some food and the guard caught him and they moved me so he just won't feed me. You feel me?
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying?
And that's something I was just going to ask you next is, did you meet any positive inmates in there, like any positive people who try to keep you out of trouble? And,
ain't no doubt. I met a lot of old heads, man. Old heads who had 20, 40, 50 years in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They the ones who I connected with. You know what I'm saying?
Are you still in contact with any of them?
Ain't no doubt. Ain't no doubt. My old head Sue, he up SEI Dallas, man. Sue got like 40 something years in. My old head Abdul Hakim, he fell in 1972, so he got 50 something years in, man. You know what I'm saying? My old head Ponce from West Philly. Ponce got 30 something, almost 40 years in, man. My old head JT, he from Pittsburgh, aka Yaya, he got like 30 something years in. You know what I'm saying? Old head Snook, he just came home at 34 years. You know what I'm saying? Snook came home at 34 years. Amanu down SCI Phoenix right there with a life sentence. My man Khalil got like 20 years in. You know what I'm saying? So I met a lot of dudes, man, who was positive influences on my life, man. Being in jail, man.
That's
you know
what's
what I
up,
mean?
man. Because you know the stereotype, once you go to jail, it's like all downhill from there. So to know that you can find some positive energy in there and put in such a negative place is like that's good to know, man. That not everybody.
Pennsylvania jails is what you make it. If you go in there negative, you gonna get all the negative shit that come with that shit.
Right.
But if you positive, you gonna get all the positive shit that come with that shit, man.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Man, that's crazy, man. Do you regret what you did?
Nah.
No. Why not?
I mean, because at the time, that's the life we chose to live.
Right. Like you said in the beginning, like we all know the rules.
You know what I'm saying? So if you choose a life, you got to understand this the lifestyle that I chose. So for me, I looked at all the ups and downs. What can happen? I could go to jail, a nigga can put me in the dirt, or, you know what I'm saying, I could just be a bum-ass nigga in the future with nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just so happens, I went to jail, and because I put a nigga down. And we chose the same path in life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just his life ended earlier than mine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Quick on the draw, I guess. How many people from the streets then are you cool with now?
3.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, to put this into perspective, back then you was like one of the most popular people in the projects. You know what I mean? Like everybody knew Ma. Everybody wanted to fuck with Ma. Every time you walk through, everybody Ma. So to say 3 now is crazy. Like how many people can you say like from back then that you would have thought would have stuck around?
Honestly, my nigga, you. That's it. Yeah, man, the fuck.
That's
you know
crazy.
I'm gonna keep it a bang, man. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you know who fake and you know who not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of niggas just dealt with me because they were scared of me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Real
so I already knew that shit. You know what I'm saying? So once I was out the way, niggas ain't really had to fear nothing. You feel what I'm saying? But again,
and I seen that shit though.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, a lot of niggas I was really cool with wasn't from the projects.
Yeah.
So it was different for me. So I ain't really expect none of the niggas down the projects to do nothing for me. So you know what I'm saying?
Well, I ain't talking about just from the projects. I'm talking about, like you said, even the niggas that weren't from the projects. How many of them are you still cool with?
Shit. Outside of you, rest of the niggas dead and 2 niggas.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Real rich.
A lot could happen in 16 years, man.
You know
that shit crazy, man.
It's still dudes who I was cool with back then. I came home, I pulled up on them, I seen them. Ain't no love lost. Right. You know what I mean? I still care about them, but again, my trajectory's not on their trajectory. You feel what I'm saying? Right. So it's like, damn, you still my man. I still love you, but this is my path right here, and you still on that path. So I gotta separate myself from that. You know what I mean? And it don't make it no better if you wasn't there for me the whole time. Yeah, like shit changed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course. I mean, the love, the love don't change, but the you look at people different. You see it in a different light.
Ain't no doubt.
Did any family change on you during that 16 years?
I mean, yeah, but at the end of the day, that's expected, man. You know what I'm saying? When you behind the walls, it's really you behind the walls.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Only time you really talk to your families on that phone or the visit.
Yeah.
So you ain't really got that connection like you would. You know what I'm saying? But it was people in my family who I thought that'd do better by me, but they didn't. But it still didn't hurt me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, damn, that was expected. You know what I'm saying? So,
like you sound like me. Like you was pretty much, you hope for the best, but you was prepared for the worst.
Yeah.
Like you wasn't surprised if it happened, but you would have hoped that they did better.
Ain't no doubt.
You know what I mean? When did you find out you was getting out?
Man, I seen the parole board at the end of July of 2023. 2 weeks later, I looked at my cause it's called the kiosk, and you can check your balance for your money. I ain't get my green sheet back yet though, so green sheet is to let you know if you go home or not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I checked the kiosk and I seen that they took $65 out for a bus ticket. I said, oh, nigga going home. You know what I mean? So I said, oh, nigga going home. Yeah. And I ain't even get my green sheet back. So my green sheet came back 3 days after that. So once I went to go pick my green sheet up, I already knew I was going home.
That was right.
You know what I'm saying? So when I walked to the office, so she like, I got good news. I said, yeah, I'm going home. I already know. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? So shit, how you know? I said, they took that money. You hear me? So
So like, did you tell anybody, any of your homies in there, the inmates? Did you tell any of them? Because you know they say people when they find out you going home, they try to hold you down.
Oh man, everybody who I told, man, they was happy for me, man, because at the end of the day, it's the connections and friendships and brotherhood that you built.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's genuine.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? And everybody who I surrounded myself with, we studied all day, so they was happy that I was going home. You know what I'm saying? So it was a blessing, man. You know what I mean?
That's what's up, man. So 16 years, man. Stabbing, you know, you had punctured lung, everything, man.
Yeah.
What's life like for you now?
It's a hell of an adjustment, you heard me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Coming home, it still fuck with me mentally, you know what I'm saying? I've been through a lot. You know what I mean? Physically, the adaptation was, you know, about nothing, you know what I'm saying? But it's still the mental aspect of everything of, you know, being in jail for 16 years, coming home, anything about to go digital. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Money on your phone and all that, and you can just hit the joint. Yeah, that shit kind of fucked me up. Yeah. Walking in certain stores, they don't even take cash. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, like, I got a pocket for the cash, but I can't spend it in this store.
Right.
You want Apple Pay or some type of card and all that. So like, damn, I just came home. I ain't got that right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the other day, I did get a little Apple Pay going on. It made open up the bank account, Chase Center. I'm at the Chase Bank.
Oh, yeah.
Ain't no question. You
stepping up in the world.
Ain't no doubt. Ain't no doubt, man.
Learning,
you know what I'm saying?
Real shit, though, man. 16 years. But you, to me, in my eyes, you adjusting pretty well, man. You know what I mean? From what I see, like you... Most people come home and be lost. Like, I mean, you got a job for yourself, you making your own money, you ain't asking nobody for nothing. And that's hard to do, man. You understand? Just even for people who've been out here the whole 16 years, ain't got a fucking job. So
shit, I came home with a purpose, bro.
You understand?
You know what I'm saying? Because I look at it like, if niggas can work in jail for 20 cents an hour, 17 cents an hour, why you can't come out here and work for 15, 19, $16 an hour?
Exactly.
But you in jail busting your ass for a cracker.
Exactly.
At 17, 23 cents an hour.
Make it make sense.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then sometimes certain jobs, you gotta be a bootlegger. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta kiss the white man ass.
Kiss ass.
Yeah, so you feel me? And you gotta be one of them boys who like, you on a payroll, nigga, like you's a rat, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So certain jobs that only certain niggas can have in that joint. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like, man, like me, I couldn't have a certain job because they knew I ain't with that shit. Yeah, I ain't fuck y'all crackers. I ain't with all that, man. So I had to be a block worker or kitchen worker. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So all right, we about to wrap it up, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it so far. I got one more question for you. Just, you know, for the youth, man, what advice can you give to the youth after you've been through this situation?
All I'm gonna say is, if y'all choosing this lifestyle, man, y'all gotta deal with this shit. You know what I'm saying? But I don't recommend this lifestyle for nobody. Shooting, murdering, robbing, killing, all that, man. Ain't worth it, man. You'll lose your whole life. Especially some of y'all young boys that's coming through now. It's sad, but I seen some young boys that came through now and they don't know how to read or write. You got a life sentence, but you don't know how to read or write.
Yeah, because you don't want to go to school, you just want to gangbang.
Only thing they know is picking up the pistol and killing somebody, and they ain't the way to go, because you going to end up in jail with a life sentence and don't know how to figure your way out that joint.
And one thing I always try to explain to my son, if you know you want to play with guns, ain't no guns in jail.
Yeah.
So you better know how to fight too, motherfucker. Like, yeah.
But to the young boys, don't let these old heads use y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because if an old head know you bought that life, he gonna use you, and you gonna be on demon time for him.
Exactly.
And you go to jail, nigga ain't gonna do nothing for you.
He pay you a little bit of money to go do something, and you throw the rest of your life away while he's still out here living his.
So y'all youngins who doing shit for $1,000 and all that,
stupid.
Lawyer money, 30 grand and up, man. What y'all gonna do?
You better start there then.
You know what I'm saying?
You understand?
Lawyer money, 30 grand on up. So, you know what I'm saying?
That's the starting mark right there, man. 30.
If a nigga ain't giving you 30 grand to put some work in, it ain't even worth it.
It ain't worth it, man.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just to get you in the door. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
You at least gotta have 30 grand. You know what I'm saying? For a little adequate. defense at that.
Right.
So, you know what I mean?
For him to, and that's just for the lawyer to pretend like he give a fuck. You understand?
You know what I mean? So you got to weigh your options, youngins. You know what I'm saying? Because some of your homies ain't built like that. You might be on demon time, and you think your man on demon time. You catch that body, he the first one on that paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So y'all, they gotta think about things like that. Think about their mothers, their families, and all that, man.
Right.
You know
So even y'all young boys, some of y'all got kids out here at 16, 17 years old. Yeah. Think about that, man. Y'all need to be trying to break this cycle. You know what I mean? That's the thing.
I'm gonna tell y'all little niggas this. I went to jail. I had a daughter, she was 1. I had 2 sons, they was 2. My daughter about to be 17, my son's 18 going on 19. You know what I mean?
That's how much time you miss.
You feel me?
You understand? And you know what's so crazy? Let me ask you this. How long did it take for your life to change? How long did it take for you to do what you did?
As far as what?
Committing a murder.
Man.
How long did that action take?
That action only took 10 seconds.
10 seconds to change your life.
You know what I mean? 10 seconds, man. Because
you can't, there's no turning back after that. So once you do that action, it's all downhill from there. You either running, and you ain't gonna run forever because they're going to catch you eventually. Or you gonna get, when you get caught, you might not never come home, man.
Think before you pull that trigger, man.
Think. And this, this is coming from somebody who been through it, man.
You know what I mean?
You understand? Like, please.
You might not think, but once you pull that trigger, ain't no coming back.
Ain't no turning around, man.
You know what I mean? Your ass is grass after that.
But listen, bro, I appreciate you sitting down with me, giving me your time, man. And I hope y'all take something from this interview, man. We are not glorifying prison at all, man.
We ain't glorifying prison.
We ain't glorifying crime. We ain't glorifying none of that, man. We are simply here I'm trying to get to you the message of the things that you go through in there. He went in at 19. He's been stabbed, got a puncture lung, then lost friends, family, everything, things like that. You understand? He come home, he say the whole world's changed to him, technology, everything. Y'all don't want to go through this, man. And this is what he's just sitting here trying to tell y'all, like, it ain't fucking worth it. What you tell him, bro? Think before you pull that trigger, man. It ain't all about being a G, man. I love you, bro. I appreciate you, man.
Bro.
Yeah, man.
And we signing out.
You know what I mean?
Peace.
Water.